Your statute ran out after 3 years, but your children are minors, so each of the 3 kids were still eligible. The first lesson I learned in law firm intake, I learned when I was a child, actually. My dad had this case. He was a general practitioner, didn't really focus in personal injury or contingency work, but he had what was probably the best case of his career when I was in middle school. A woman called and she said, I've talked to 4 or 5 other attorneys. The last one said, call Terry Haskins. So I'm giving you a call. If you can help me, great. If not, I'm just gonna drop it. About 10 years ago, my husband died in a factory fire. At the time, there was a lawsuit. It felt wrong to get money for my husband's death. But now we have 3 children. They're going to college, they're needing cars, and I really regret that I didn't file. I've talked to 4 or 5 other attorneys. They all said I ran out of my statute of limitations. It's been 10 years since the incident. If you can help me somehow, great. If not, I'm just gonna drop it. But I wish that I had filed back then. And Dad's like, yeah, your statute of limitations. Your statute ran out after 3 years, but your children are minors still. So each of the 3 kids were still eligible to make survivor claims. The case is very straightforward. Dad got settlements for each of the 3 kids. And he couldn't believe, looking back, I know why, but he couldn't believe at the time that she had spoken to other law firms and they had turned the case down, because it's very obvious if you have a minor that their statute wouldn't run up. Looking back now, given my experience, I know what likely happened. The consulting with other attorneys part probably went more like this. Hold on a minute. Hey, Bill, some lady wants some help. She said her husband died 10 years ago in a fire. Tell her the statute ran after 3 years and give her the number for the bar. If this woman had said in front of any attorney, gave her 5 minutes, they would have easily seen that she had 3 claims for her kids. None of these firms were actually asking enough information to understand the variables in the case, which determined that she had 3 dormant claims for her minor children. That was one of my dad's biggest cases. It was the case that led him to buy the house that we live in today.